I'll fix it now. Okay. Start over.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I looked over and it was off. Anyway, I think maybe the light just wasn't working. Anyway, what I'm trying to get around to saying is, what?
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd done something wrong again.
No, I'm just listening.
I was afraid you was going to
You
jump.
want more coffee?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Here, get it. Reach in there and get it. Get it.
Give me the damn cup.
Okay, I got to start over and explain what's going on. I don't even know that I know what's going on. Probably don't. About a year ago, I finally decided that I wasn't going to do my shows anymore, that I wasn't going to fight the New World Order anymore. I despise them, and I will always despise them. And folks in our country do not have any idea, I don't think, about what really, really is going on. Seriously. Our country is doomed. I'm not here to make it pretty. I'm not here to gloss it over or anything. But for the last week, I have been trying to get back on because I met a new girlfriend. If she's lucky, I'm going to ask her to marry me before long. Because she's great. I mean, she is a blessing, and I believe it's a blessing from God. I really do. And I'm not a preacher. I don't want to start all that silly, pray for me. No, I believe in God. But I believe she's a godsend, just like Donald Trump is a godsend for the United States of America. I believe that.
I just would like to say, while I'm getting dinner ready, that I think you are absolutely adorable.
Aww. But she said I was adorable. I think they heard it. I saw the needle moving. So anyway, I literally just made up my mind. I said, fuck it. I'm going to just...
Hey.
What?
Watch your mouth.
What'd I say?
The F word.
What's so?
Don't do that.
I do it all the time.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I take back fuck and I'll just say,
You just did it again.
I did? Oh. Well, I just decided that I was going to not give up. It's kind of like giving. It's like Billy Graham, his son, Billy Graham, greatest preacher there was. And he got a lot of people saved. He preached the gospel, stayed with it, blah blah blah. One of the greatest preachers we've ever had in this country. Though some don't like him. But it was kind of like that, This guy had preached, and then one day he retired. And I thought, whoa, man, he's going to retire? I mean, and he's supposed to preach the word? I thought they're supposed to do it for the rest of their life. But anyway, so I had a co-host here with me. I'm not going to mention her name. I'm not going to down her or anything like that. But she was absolutely driving me insane.
Was her name Amy?
No, her name was not Amy.
Here's your coffee.
Oh, whoa. Careful about bending over there. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, there's mine, boys. You can get your own. Anyway, when I came back from Vietnam, I was missing something badly. They did find out I have PTSD. I do have problems with my brain here lately because of Agent Orange, and I'm really bad about forgetting things that are recent. Now, I can go back and tell you about when I was a kid, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is I want to tell people about what's going on in our country and the trouble that we're in, and try to get people to get interested in bringing our country back to where it was. I'm 70 years old now. 70 years old. I'm an old fart. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Like in the 60s and 70s and 80s and even in part of the 90s, it was a pretty good country. You know what I'm saying? It was always messed up. There's no such thing as a perfect country. However, the New World Order is wanting to get all the countries together in under one blanket, and they want all of, and they say they're going to have a utopia. Everybody's going to speak the same language. Everybody's going to be of the same religion. If you don't believe me, go look up Georgia Guidestones, okay? Now, Jerry, I know you've heard all this before, buddy. I'm sorry. I guess you get tired of it, but I'm so glad you're in here, because I sent him an email or a message. And I told him, man, I'm going to get back on. But I laid around for a year. I got to the point I didn't even want to get up off of my couch. I couldn't find the right girl, but I think I have now. And I decided what I would do. I didn't pray for a girlfriend. Don't get me wrong. I didn't pray for a girlfriend, but I just decided that I'm just going to sit here until one comes along. Now, how are you going to get a girlfriend when you're sitting on your couch, Rick? Well, by God, I did it. She sent me a message on Facebook. I had met her 4 years ago. I had given her a ride from her work to her apartment where her mother lived, and I did that a few times because she didn't have a car. This girl will go to work if she doesn't even have a car. So anyway, long story short, I'm going to tell you, I fell in love with her. I really did. And this was about 4 years ago. And all of a sudden, I didn't hear from her much anymore, and she never called from another ride or anything. I thought, well, she just didn't want an old man like me. What is she, like 24 years younger than me? And so I just let it be. And so then I decided to just sit on my couch and do nothing. I gave up. And I've always been told, don't go out looking for things. It'll come to you what you need. Now, I'm not preaching to you. I'm not a preacher. Hell no, I'm not even a preacher. This is not a preacher show. But one day, this is when Anna was still in and out. You know, she did the show sometimes she didn't. Oh, I didn't mean to mention her name. I'm sorry. I take it back. So anyway, I finally just had enough of that, so I asked her to move out and go her own way, and she did. And I sat there on the couch, and one day I got a message from this little girl that I had, given her some rides and back and forth. Nothing happened. We didn't do nothing. We'd met. And she came on Facebook on the message thing after 4 years and say, hey, man, how you doing? You okay? I hadn't heard from you, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, she says that she kind of sort of fell in love with me too. Well, I did not know that. So anyway, we met. I'm just not going to tell you what. Anna, the girl I was presently with. The girl I was presently with took strides to keep us from getting together. Let me just put it that way. I guess that's one way to say it. But anyway, we did get together, and it was an instant love affair. I do believe it. And I'm not going to go any deeper in it than that. It's just an instant love affair. God sent me her, and I believe that. So I decided to get up off my couch, get up off my ass, and get a restart on YouTube and Facebook. Even though I've passed the 70 mark, I thought, well, man, I'll just give it up at 70. Hey, there's Jelly Bean. Hey, girl, how you doing? And I thought I would just kind of sort of give it up. But I restarted. Sometimes you just gotta go off, go away. Don't get involved anymore, and then come back. The same old grind every damn day of the week will drive you crazy, wear you out. So anyway, Amy, we hooked up, and she has really been a great person for me. That's all there is to it. And anyway, she she didn't want to do the show. She wasn't interested in it, but I kept talking to her about it, and she said she'd love to do it. Now, here's what's happened about all that. Been trying to get back on Facebook or YouTube with my videos. I cannot believe what they have done in that short year. They had it fixed so I could not get on there. It's like all my passwords. It is the New World Order trying to stop me. And I've had people saying, well, why would the New World Order want to stop you? Huh? And I mean, you know, why would they want to stop me? I'm nothing special. I'm an old guy. I'm just an old veteran. And, you know, I get my VA money, you know, every month. It took 35 years to get it, but I got it. And I'm just an old guy that loves his country. That's all. Nothing else, you know. That's all I am. And they say, well, you know, why would somebody go to the trouble to stop you? Listen, I've got 5,000 friends on my personal Facebook page. I've got, I think it was 19,000 likes on my my like page, they call it, I think, like page. It's called Redneck Update. I got 19,000. I've got 5,000 friends on my Rick and it was Rick and beep, but now it's Rick and Amy page on Facebook. I can reach 20,000 people, you know, and so I've been, you know, I've done that for 3 or 4 years. No, maybe longer than that. Maybe about 5 years I've done that. And like I say, I got wore out and tired. So anyway, Amy was not interested in doing the show really. You know, she is into TV and movies and stuff like that. She says, that's what I'm not interested in politics. You know, that's what she said. I'm not interested in politics. Well, that's okay. You know, you can come on and talk about movies and TV, and you can come up with some silly stories and stuff, and I can do my politics, and that'll make a good show. So she tried it with me about 3 times, and we were able to get those on, and then all of a sudden, boom, nothing. I could not load it up. YouTube wouldn't work. Facebook, I couldn't get on Facebook. Still can't get on Facebook. I just got back on YouTube just about 5 minutes. Can you believe it? And you got to wonder, is that not God doing something like that? Huh? Did I hear a door knocking? Anyway, so here I am. I really didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But I figured out what they did to me to keep me from doing my videos, and it looked like there was just a problem with my stuff, my equipment, but they changed everything around where it would take a video engineer to figure it out. Not seeing the video here, don't know why I only see it on YouTube. Seriously? I know why, and I am so damn sorry. I am so sorry. I'm glad you put that on there, Firecracker. You know, I just told you that they had screwed with me to the point. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and fix that right now. I'll get that fixed here right now. How can I do it? Boop. Yeah, I can do it. Just give me a second, please, and I'll get her done. You can watch what I'm doing here if you want to. Okay, what I need to do is go to YouTube. I'm glad you told me about that, buddy. Because like I say, I swear to you, it was 5 minutes before the show was to come on that I figured out how to get around all their new rules and regulations and all that kind of stuff. Now, they may take me off tomorrow night. I don't know. But I appreciate you telling me that, man. I really, really do. Okay, we'll go over here to my channel. And there we are live. And like I say, we had already given up, and she went on to the store to get us some groceries and beer and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's Jillian over there. When I put on there, I said join. Okay, y'all see right up here in the corner. I put join the live chat on there. Oh, that's where I screwed up right there. Okay. All right. Now all I got to do. Let me show you how this works. And I'm going to show you what a pain in the ass all this stuff is. Okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this. This is the live show tonight. Now I need to go to News and Bull. I may be doing it so fast it looks easy, but it's not. And I'm going to go to News and Bulls. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go right down here, go to admin, up there, and click there. And go back over here to the front page. Come down to here. There it is. Yeah, that's why nobody's in there much. And I'm going to go to text. Now, I got to go right. Now, this is where you got to be careful because you hit one little key on there and you can screw the whole thing. Okay, here's H2, YouTube, embed. Okay, going to bring that down one notch. And go iframe, YouTube, embed. Okay, I got it. Paste. All right, update. And I'm going to look at the page. And I'm going to do like this. Yes! And there I am live. How about that? Thank you, Firecracker. Man. Whew. APA Firecracker. You know who I think I know who that is. I think I do. I figured it out. It's like a code. All right, now, so all I got to do now is go back. Let's see where I got to go back to. Beep. Now, back home. So anyway, tonight I just want to tell you. There. So tonight I just want to tell you guys that I'm just yakking out of my brain here, just trying to get. I didn't have anything planned because it was so screwed up. But anyway, for a whole week, I spent a whole week trying to figure out why everything didn't work when I left it exactly the same as when I kind of sort of gave it up, you know. But anyway. Okay. Jelly Bean says YouTube has changed too, Rick. They'll tear you down for not having that rebel flag mug, apparently. A guy called recently and most of his content taken down because of a belt buckle. Jelly Bean, you're right. You're absolutely right. And you know, well, I don't want to call them bastards. Those fellas at Facebook and YouTube and places, they'll take you down and they won't even tell you why. So you're right. Maybe I ought to fix my coffee cup. So if YouTube is watching and you're going to take me down, I'm going to fix that. Hang on just a second. I'll be back. I have to go get me another cup, Amy. Amy Durr. What? What? You gonna write something to me? Oh, this? Here you go.
I'm listening to you, Mom.
Woo. Huh? What? What? Oh, this? Why don't you just shout it out? I don't care.
Yeah.
Jelly Bean's on here, and she says a guy had a rebel cut. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to take it off YouTube. She said they took a guy off because he had a rebel flag or a cup or something like that. That's bullshit. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make you happy, okay? YouTube and Facebook. So now, I'll just advertise my own show. You know, the people who don't want rebel flags on a show or on a cup or anything, they're not the people. They're not black people. Do you know that? They're New World Order people. They want to make everybody pissed off. Oh, that's sad. Can I put it on there? Okay. I thought you looked kind of a little sad. Her brother's dog is dying. My mom is crying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm listening, Mom.
What kind of dog is it? I hadn't seen it.
German Shepherd.
Oh my God. I love me some German Shepherds. I fell in love with them when they saved my life. Huh? Oh. She can't speak. She says Facebook police have been removing things like that too, flagging false information and taking it down. God damn it. False information? What the hell is CNN putting on there? False information. Whew. Jelly Bean, you made my night. You know what I mean? You got me fired up again. So, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go here to Face 'em Up book. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I feel good tonight. I haven't felt this good in 4 or 5 years. Can you believe it? Huh? Oh. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it, I am on live at WWN. I'm going to put this, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm putting this on here so might pick up some people here real quick because I did not know it. Okay, and I'm going to put it back here on this. I want to show you something else at Facebook. I mean, they are doing everything they can to keep people like me from telling you about Donald Trump and about the New World Order. Look, Lala is the what? Layla. Well, okay. She has to wear diapers and keeps falling down. Okay. Well, isn't it time for them to take the dog to a vet and have it put down? I mean, seriously. That's sad. I'm sorry, baby. I like that little thing here. That's cool. It's a lot nicer, better than the one that somebody else brought on the show for a while. Whatever they deem to be false, of course, unfortunately, facts hurt feelings. Well, somebody asked me the other day, says, why do the people like CNN, the big news people? I gotta move this chair over here. That chair's got glue in it and kind of messes up. There you go. Somebody asked me the other day, says, why do the news people print this stuff? They're not doing it to keep Trump out. They're doing it to make our country go under the New World Order, just like they've done over in the United Kingdom and all that in Europe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many countries are involved in that now, but there's like 18. I know that Britain is trying to get out of it, Have you ever noticed, I want y'all to look up something. Have you ever noticed that the Clinton Foundation, go to Google, well, I can do it. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, now, I want you to see, let's see, I'm going to go to Google Images. I was not prepared for anything tonight. I did not know I was going to get on there at the last minute, last second. and go in here and type in Clinton, Philip, Clinton, let's see, Clinton Foundation. Look here. You see that logo right there at the Clinton Foundation? Huh? Notice there's a big circle. It's incomplete, but there's a big circle of stars. Do you see it? A big circle of stars. Huh. All right, let's go back up here to the top and let's go EURO, European, hang on, European Foundation. No, that's not what I'm looking for. European flag. Let's see if that's it. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. What is their flag? It's a circle, and it's got stars. Hello, can you see the thing there? Now, I don't know if the New World Order has a flag. Let's look and see. Oh, there's about 50 of them. The Daily Times says that is their flag there. May well be. And did I, you know, if you guys have been watching me for the last so long, hey Brenda, how you doing? Glad to see you here. I don't know if you were here earlier. I just real quickly want to say I've been trying for a week to get back in gear and get back on here again. I laid on my butt for a year, didn't do nothing, and but a new girl came in my life, got me all excited again. I got to thinking I'm not doing right by not doing my show. So, because I'm doing this for one reason. No, I don't make a dime on this show and never have made a dime on this show. I pay all the expenses out of my pocket. But I want to tell people about what's happening to our country. And it's going to happen pretty soon. And you guys, Jerry and Brenda, you've heard me say this before. I don't know about Firecracker, but you've heard me say this before. About 35 years ago, my dad and I were sitting at the Waffle House. That's, you know, I love my Waffle House. And my dad was always, he's a good man, but he helped people like crazy. He'd pay people's rent, but he made money, so that's the reason he made money. So anyway, we were sitting there, we're in the South, so it's setting. We were sitting there, and I knew that he was into all this second coming and Armageddon and all this kind of stuff. He didn't go to church because they didn't teach about those kind of things. All they wanted to do is warm your heart and pass the plate so they can build some more buildings and put chains across the driveway at the church so nobody can go in when they're not having services, and hire a policeman out front to help them get out on the street with God's money. Anyway, he knew about prophecy, and he said to me, he said, son, he said, I'm not going to be here to see it. And I said, well, what is it? He said, well, I've been studying prophecy and all this kind of stuff, and I've been trying to get you to get into it, and don't pay any attention to these churches. Read it for yourself. And of course, when I'd been to Vietnam and I read the Bible over in Vietnam, that's the only book that let me take on post. And when I was guarding the dang air base, and so anyway, he said, you're going to see it. I said, see what? Because that's all he ever that's mostly what he talked about was the future, about people. He loved people. And I said, well, what is it? What's going to happen? He said, I'm not going to tell you that, but he said, I'll tell you one thing. It's going to happen around the time that your son finishes college. And I knew he was talking about my youngest son, Sam, because we'd been talking about him all day. And but anyway, if my son, Sam, had stayed in college, but he decided not to, he went some, and he would have graduated in 2020. That's spooky. I said, well, what's going to happen? He said, I'm not telling you. He said, you have to find out for yourself. That's the way God's word works. You have to read it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I get a kick out of reading that stuff. It's weird, but I get a kick out of it. Oh, Lord have mercy. European. I'm just going over some things that we talked about before that I'm trying to prove to you. The European Union. Okay, Jelly Bean's got a lot to say here. I'm going to raise this up where y'all can see it. All right. Did you see Jon Stewart addressing the essentially non-existent health care program for September 11 for first responder heroes in front of Congress? Reminded me of your own struggles in getting worthwhile help from the VA. I'm so excited you did a show tonight. All you have to do is Google Jon Stewart. It happened today. Yeah, I kind of glanced over it. Honestly, I've been trying to fix this thing all day long. You know what I'm saying? Donald, let me tell you something. I mean, I only got 20 minutes left, and that's good. I'm going to fill the whole hour. When I came back from Vietnam, I spent 35 years trying to get them to do something for me to help me. They told me when I went in the service. Now, I went in the Air Force, but man, the Air Force got its butt kicked over there too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I went to Vietnam, and I guarded Da Nang Air Base, and we had a tower and a bunker on the ground. We sat there all night long guarding that base, and we had one incident where we actually shot a guy. But anyway, I came back from Vietnam a broken man. My dad told me, he said, son, you're just not the same as you were when you left home. And I said, I don't know what you're talking. I didn't feel it. I couldn't tell it. I'm Rick. And I thought I was just normal old Rick. You know what I'm saying? But my dad had PTSD, but they didn't know what it was back then, and they didn't know what it was when I came home. But anyway, it's from the crap that you see. It's not dodging bullets. It's not really who you shoot and stuff. It's just that the crap, the blood and all this kind of stuff, and it messes with your mind. My dad spent probably $25,000-$30,000 sending me over here to Valley Psychiatric Hospital, trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with him. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, but if you want to send me over, they got a pool table and everything, so I'll enjoy it. But anyway, after 35 years, I finally got the VA to look at me. And they told me within a week that I had bad PTSD. And then on top of that, we practically drank Agent Orange at Da Nang Air Base, because that's where they fill those planes up with Agent Orange. And that stuff is nasty, nasty. Damn, it's nasty. But anyway, I've been telling the VA, and they're working with me. I've been telling the VA I'm having trouble remembering late things, new things. You know what I'm saying? The other night, Amy's got a real fine young man of a son. Name is Zach. And we were sitting on the couch. Now they've been over here with me for 3 months. I just told them, come over here and live with me if you want to. And they did. And I'm glad. And anyway, I'm sitting there on the couch. Now, I knew Zach's name because knew it for 3 months, but I'm sitting on the couch and I wanted to tell him to go do something. I forget what, empty the garbage or something, I don't know. He's really good around the house. And I sat there and I could not bring his name up. That is some weird feeling. I always wondered what it would be like, these people that's got Alzheimer's and all this kind of stuff, what it would be like if you can't remember somebody's name or something. You know, I know the boy when I see him, but I couldn't bring up his name, and that scared the shit out of me. Well, the VA, and I'm going to tell you what Trump has done. Trump has gone in there to the VA. He put a man in there of his choice. That place has changed so much over the past 3 years. Now you say, we've been in there 4. No. When you first go in, you got a lot to do to get your cabinet set up and all this kind of stuff. So I'd say the last 2 or 3 years is when he had a chance to get into the VA thing. He has changed it so much you won't believe it. Went over there and told him, look, I can't remember things recent. And I don't know if the doctor lady was just trying to make me feel better. She said, I'm going to tell you, I don't believe it's Alzheimer's, but they sent me up to Murfreesboro and they did a scan of my brain and then they sent me to their CT thing. I got to go on the 17th of this month to check my neck for blockages or, stuff like this. But they've changed so much. And it's hard to believe that one man could make such a difference, And I got to thinking, well, here I am, my big fat ass laying on the couch, feeling sorry for myself, saying I'm at the end. He's older than I am, and he's flying all over the world, getting in this plane and going. And of course, all the socialist media that's in this country now, all they can do is bitch about him golfing, like Obama didn't golf. But at least he's out there with some important people to make some. And I think he's out there on the golf course with people because he's afraid somebody's going to be listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Looking for something to complain about or bitch about or accuse him of. So anyway, that got me off the couch thinking about that. I'm glad to be back. And if I can't remember things, if I forget something that I was going to do or say, so be it. I apologize and I'll go on. It might even be funny. But I was doing that some before, even back when my other co-host was with me, the other girl I was with. And I was doing it quite often. It's a scary thing. But buddy, as long as I've got a brain that can bring up anything, I'm going to do it. But I feel better. I feel refreshed. I was so excited tonight when I finally got this video to work on YouTube. Everything was different than it was the last time I was on there, and it wasn't that long ago. That's the way they're getting rid of people like me. Rather than go in there and just cut him off, like they did Alex Jones, they just cut him off. And, that was pretty much the end of his career. Instead of doing that now, they just say, hey, we'll just go in there and we'll just F up his passwords. And I go to sign in, my password don't work. And I've done it 25 or 30 times this last week. Everything I go to, my password won't work. Why? It's been working. Listen, I was online before Google was online. That's how long I've been online. And yet, it's just in the last few months that my passwords wouldn't work. That's the way they can control. They can just go find little ways to get in there. And I tell you, listen. Listen. Hey girl. Oh, she's got that phone so far in her ear she didn't even hear me. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, they're after us. The New World's after us. Oh, and I said at the beginning of the show, why does the USA Today want New World Order? You know, you got to wonder. It's because if we had a New World Order, this one world government, this one world everything, they want to be the one world newspaper. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Why does the guy that runs Starbucks over there, why does he want the New World Order, huh? Because he's already got millions and millions of dollars, but he can put Starbucks anywhere in the world as long as he, what? Cooperates with the New World Order. Go look up Georgia Guidestones, seriously, and see what it says on there. New World Order wants one world government, but here's the kicker. It took me a while to figure this out. It says on there about faith, and basically what it says, let's all be of one faith. See what I mean? One faith, not Methodist, not Baptist, not Baptist, but Baptist, you know, Baptist. Not Baptist, not Methodist. In fact, the Methodist church is breaking up now. Have you ever heard about that? And you know what? You know who I think the New World Order religion is going to be? Islam. That's what it's going to be. I believe that. I do. I about talked it out. I appreciate this many people being in here tonight because I've tried it. This is the 5th time I've tried to get the show started, telling everybody I think I'm going to be on, and then I didn't, and something screwed up. I may not be back tomorrow night, but I tell you what, if they get to the point that I can't do live shows anymore, I'll just do shows and record them and tell you what I think and tell you what I think's going on, and I'll just put them on. And at least I got my own website, you know what I'm saying? And I can, if push comes to shove, I can actually do my own live stream with software besides YouTube and Facebook. So you Facebook and YouTube, you might as well give the hell up and go and mess with somebody else, because I can do without you. I just like it being free because I don't have to pay for it. Okay, I'm going to end it up tonight, kind of tired already. But I will be back tomorrow night and the rest of the week. And I'm absolutely sure that Amy will be with us. There she is. Isn't she a doll, man? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, for sending her to me. I'm just I'm so happy with it. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern time on, I wasn't doing what's her name? Carol Burnett. I wasn't doing, my ear really itched. I'll be back tomorrow night and talk to you more, and I'll get off the New World kick, and I'll let Amy come in here. And this girl knows so much about movies and movie stars, and we'll be watching a movie. She said, I saw her on so-and-so show, and she married so-and-so for a while, and we can have some fun with that, and we just agreed to each one of us have our own place in this thing, I love you guys. Thank you for coming. You don't know you don't know how good it feels to look in there and just and see you folks in there. Because after this last week, I didn't think anybody would even come over. Okay, that it. Anybody got anything else they want to add in the chat room? The biggest part of the New World Order is China. I don't know. The Bible speaks of this big beast, and I've always thought that was China. You know how damn big they are? I mean, anybody know what China's population is? It's, oh my God. Let's see. I mean, they literally could just walk into any country in the world and just let their soldiers just walk in and take over. Let me see if I can find out the population real quick. Chinese population, golly bum. Look at there. 1.38 billion, 1.4 billion. And that was in 2017. And look at India, 1.339. They're right there together. And look at United States down there. Can y'all see that? Let's see, let me raise it up a little bigger. Here you go. Now you can see it.
Oh, shit.
Hey, don't be cussing over here. And look at little old United States. They could,
My mom.
What? Oh, look at the United States. 325 million.
I found the story real fast.
Do you know?
Hold on.
Huh?
Hey.
What?
I'm on the phone with my mom,
Yeah.
and she's telling me how she had to go meet with her doctor for
Fair.
a new treatment,
Yeah.
and the doctor arrived to the appointment late
Yeah.
because he was looking for his daughter. She was supposed to be at a restaurant, and his daughter has narcolepsy,
Oh my Lord.
and that's how he found his daughter on the table. Because we were talking about how people can just fall asleep anywhere.
I can fall asleep in what?
See, Mom?
Oh, she's sweet. I love that woman. She is just.
He said, she's sweet. I love that woman.
Yes, that's her mother.
Rick.
Her mother's younger than me. And but at least something happens to Amy, I might fall back on her mom. All right, I'll see you tomorrow night. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Turn it off.